Have you ever wondered how your money can work for you? Intriguing, isn't it? The concept of letting your hard-earned income work day and night, growing steadily over time, without any additional effort from your end. How would you react if you were told that, while you sleep, eat, or even go about your daily chores, your money could be silently multiplying? This is not a fairy tale or some get-rich-quick scheme, it's an established economic practice known paradoxically as compound interest. A marvel of the financial world that allows your money to grow exponentially, transforming even a small initial amount into a colossal sum over a period of time. What starts as a small sapling of your invested capital can grow into a vast towering tree thanks to the magic of compound interest. This magic is built on the principle of returns on reinvestment. Simply put, it means the interest you earn earns interest too, which further earns interest, and this process of earning interest on interest continues, leading to a magnified growth of your initial investment. If you embrace compound interest, over time, your investment starts to mature and swell, and the growth isn't merely linear, it is exponential. The magic lies in the patience and persistence of letting your money grow. The longer the time, the larger the growth. It's not just a financial tool, it's a powerful strategy, a weapon for every investor to utilize in their financial conquest. Welcome to the world of compound interest, the eighth wonder of the world, as some have called it. Imagine a snowball rolling down a hill. Envision the pristine, untouched snow on a serene, quiet winter morning. It is here that our journey begins. A small, seemingly insignificant snowball perched atop a hill, ready for its descent. With the first nudge, it starts to roll, slowly at first, bumbling along the frosty terrain and leaving behind a unique mark. But then, something remarkable starts to happen. As the snowball continues to roll downhill, it encounters more snow on its path. Each snowflake it meets bonds instantly, adding the snowball's overall mass. A small dusting on the surface becomes a thick additional layer, causing the snowball to grow in size. The more snow it collects, the more substantial it becomes, and the quicker it rolls. Its momentum builds, turning it from a mere handful of snow into a formidable force of nature. This snowball effect is a perfect analogy to illustrate the concept of compound interest. Just like the snowball, the interest earned on a sum of money isn't isolated. Instead, it's added back to the initial amount. The accumulation continues, so the sum of money grows, gaining more interest as it increases. This is the essence of compound interest. It's the process where the interest you earn on a sum of money is added back to the original sum, so that interest is earned on that larger sum. In simpler terms, compound interest is the interest you earn on both your original money and on the interest you've already received. One might wonder, what is so special about it? Let's delve a little deeper. Imagine you're saving money. Every month, you put a certain amount into your savings account. At the end of the month, the bank adds a little extra as interest. Now the next month you do the same thing. But this time, the bank calculates interest not only on the amount you've saved that month, but also on the total amount that is already in your account from the previous month. This includes both your original savings and the added interest. So, what you're essentially doing here is earning interest on interest. This is what we call the magic of compound interest. It's not just an abstract concept, it's a financial tool that can significantly make your savings grow. The real magic happens over time as the amount of money in your account increases. Also, the more frequently interest is compounded in a year, the more you earn. For instance, if interest is compounded annually, you'll earn interest on your original amount once a year. If it's compounded quarterly, you'll earn interest 4 times a year. The more frequent the compounding, the more your money grows. Over the years, this can lead to a substantial increase in your savings. It's not just about saving money, it's about making your money work harder for you. Compound interest can transform your small savings into a big fortune over time. In this way, compound interest is a powerful tool that can help grow your wealth exponentially over time. Consider this: if you invest $100 and earn 10% interest annually after the first year, you'll have $110. Now imagine the journey of this initial investment. As the hands of time move forward, these dollars begin to work for you. They become your silent partners, working tirelessly, day in and day out to increase your wealth. Each dollar, like an industrious employee, attracts more dollars to itself, creating a snowball that grows larger with each passing year. Suppose in the span of a year, your investment accrues a 10% increase, culminating in an extra $10. It's like a bonus that your hard-working dollars have earned for you. But here's the beautiful part. The following year, your earnings are not confined to the initial $100. They now apply to the additional $10 as well. This may seem trivial, but over time, this process, known as compounding, leads to dramatic growth. Each year, the interest you earn is added to your original investment, creating an increased base for future interest calculations. This process repeats itself year after year, creating a self-sustaining cycle of growth, much like a well-oiled machine. The power of compounding is like the growth of a tree. It starts from a single seed, but over time it branches out, bearing fruit, which drops more, creating a forest. That's how your money grows. It's like a tree, growing from a seed, branching out and bearing fruit, which in turn drops more seeds that grow into more trees. Think about it. The more time your money has to grow, the more powerful the effect of compound interest will be. This idea isn't just a hunch or a quick money-making scheme. It's a universally acknowledged principle in the world of finance and investments. In the world of money, compound interest is deemed the eighth wonder of the world. It possesses an uncanny power to multiply wealth over time. Imagine a tiny seed. With just the right amount of water, sunlight, and patience, this tiny seed gradually grows into a substantial tree, bearing fruits and providing shade. This simple analogy captures the essence of the compound interest concept. You see, compound interest doesn't just add to your money, it multiplies it. Each dollar you invest has the potential to grow, not linearly but exponentially. Each growth cycle, each interest payment feeds into the next, creating a snowball effect. This is what Albert Einstein referred to when he allegedly called compound interest the most powerful force in the universe. It's a slow and steady process, much like the growth of that seed into a tree. It doesn't happen overnight, and it requires patience. It requires time. And time, dear listener, is the key ingredient. The more time your money spends growing, the more impressive the results. The magic of compound interest is its ability to turn a small sum into a formidable fortune, given enough time. It's a slow and steady process, but one that can lead to impressive results. The key points about compound investing are simple yet impactful. First and foremost, the might of compound interest is deeply intertwined with the concept of time. It is not an instantaneous process, rather, it is a game. The longer you allow your money to remain invested, the greater the chance it has to flourish and multiply. This is where the magic of compounding becomes noticeable, turning what could be a mere trickle of returns into a roaring river of wealth. The second feature of compound interest is its propensity to reward consistent and regular investments. It's not always about how much you invest, but how you do it. Every dollar counts, and even minimal amounts, if invested on a regular basis, can metamorphose into a considerable sum over the course of time. The beauty of it is that you don't need to start with a large sum. Small, regular investments can set the snowball rolling. The third critical aspect of compound interest is its instrumental role in wealth creation. It's the engine that drives the growth of your savings. Compound interest isn't merely setting money aside or maintaining a savings account, it's about strategically growing and expanding your wealth. It's about making your money work for you, about transforming your savings into an investment that keeps growing, becoming larger and more significant with each passing year. Compound interest is a powerful tool for wealth creation. It's not just about saving money, it's about growing it. So, remember, compound interest is the mechanism that allows your investments to grow exponentially. It's often compared to a snowball rolling down a hill. With each revolution, the snowball gathers more snow, growing larger and faster. The same principle applies to compound interest. Your initial investment, or the seed, starts small, but time, it begins to expand, just like a tree. As the tree grows, it branches out and bears fruit, symbolizing the increasing returns on your investment. The magic of compound interest isn't just in the growth of your initial investment, but also in the power of time and regular contributions. When you continuously invest over a long period of time, your money doesn't just grow, it multiplies. That's why it's important to start investing as early as possible. The more time you give your money to grow, the more it can benefit from compound interest. The process might seem slow at first, but like the snowball, the momentum builds up over time. So don't delay. Start investing today and let your money work for you. Watch as compound interest transforms your investments and propels you towards financial success. The earlier you begin, the more you stand to gain. Compound interest, it's not just a concept, it's a strategy for financial success.